Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm sorry I'm coming between you and the dinner. So my talk will be just 10 minutes, so please bear with us. And after the fantastic talks, especially by Aditya Pal Barlia, my talk will be very, very simple. So I'm feeling a bit smaller, no? But I'll try to make it like, fast. So basically we have done a study on diosmin, vinusmin, and it was the study for efficacy and safety of diosmin with tranexamic acid and mefenamic acid. So in AUB. So you may think, oh, AUB is also a topic, but let me tell you, if someone has got AUB, then definitely she has a lot of problem, and she can be really in medical problem, and we have to treat her. And if you can treat it, in fact, one of my most satisfied patients of my life have been those whom I treated for AUB. They were so much anemic, though so much lethargic, that they could hardly do the work. And when I treated them, like they became so bad. One of my patients, actually, I had to do hysterectomy for her. She was 5.8 gram hemoglobin. So I gave her blood transfusion, did hysterectomy, and after that she came to my office with goggles and beautiful sari, and I couldn't recognize her. So, it's really, you can make a lot of difference to them. So this is the basically study which we did at AIIMS. So all of us know about abnormal uterine bleeding, heavy bleeding, frequent of uterine origin, diagnosis of exclusion by Palm-Cohen classification. As per, so all of you know about Palm-Cohen, polyp, adenomyosis, leiomyoma, malignancy, Cohen coagulopathy, ovarian dysfunction, endometrium, iatrogenic and not otherwise classified. So basically most of it is ovulatory AUB, and this is the bleeding can be because of decreased venous tone, increased capillary fragility, increased capillary permeability, and increased PGE2 secretion. So these are the various treatment which we give them. Non-hormonal are the first treatment, and later on we can give hormonal and ultimately surgical treatment, of course. So in this case, like mefenamic acid traditionally has been used as NSAID, and then we can use tranexamic acid also is popular these days. We can use the combination also. And diosmin, we know it's a pharmacological action, has phlebotomic action, anti-edema, vasoprotective and anti-inflammatory action. It improves venous tone, decreases the local endometrial prostaglandin, PGE2 F2 ratio, and it improves the lymphatic drainage, capillary fragility, this thing. So these are the all actions of diosmin. It increases the capillary resistance, improved venous tone, decreases PG secretion, so decreased vasodilatation, less blood loss. It improves the lymphatic drainage also. So all those methods which are causing abnormal uterine bleeding, capillary fragility, etc., that is reduced by diosmin or vinusmin. So these are the various studies we have proven the efficacy of other drugs as well as diosmin. So in the present study, basically we took 100 patients in each group, but after a loss to follow-up, we had 92 patients in group where we gave vinusmin 900 mg 5 days prior to expected date. So that means the patients were given 900 mg of diosmin 5 days prior to period, then during the period. So total about like 10 days or so. Other group was given only tranexamic and mefenamic acid, and we then followed these patients up. For about 1.5 years we did the study. After excluding the exclusion criteria, we did the PBAC score on all of them, and detailed history taking menstrual blood loss, ruled out the other this thing, and physical activity, large blood stains. So all of you know about PBAC score, so like we did in this study, and then so these are the results we found. So the group where we used only tranexamic and mefenamic acid, there were 21% reduction in blood loss. But with addition of diosmin, we could reduce by -48. So it was 0.02 p-value. Then days of duration also, decrease in amount of blood loss, -82% in diosmin group, and non-diosmin -71%, again 0.03 p-value. And increase in hemoglobin was like 15% in non-diosmin group and 23% in diosmin group, again 0.03 p-value. And PABC score was a significant decrease from -78 in diosmin group, -73 in the non-diosmin group. And these are the other results basically, and there were not significant difference in them, but these last stage were significantly reduced after this. Okay, so these side effects were similar in the two groups. So some patients did have nausea, vomiting, because all the group patients required tranexamic and mefenamic acid. So some amount of side effects were there, but adding diosmin did not increase the side effects in them, because it's a very, very safe drug. So adding flavonoid, diosmin, vinusmin starting 5 days before onset of menses and during the menstrual period, so total 10 days period, along with traditional tranexamic and mefenamic acid for 3 consecutive cycles, associated with significant improvement in hemoglobin, decrease in PBSC score, and significant reduction in amount and duration of menstrual blood loss without any extra adverse effects. So this paper has been now published in Journal of Midlife Health, which is a PubMed Index journal, and it is in the public domain. And so ultimately, so adding diosmin to the treatment in AUB and menorrhagia improve the treatment outcome. So this is the home. So I mean, we are using tranexamic and mefenamic acid. In addition to that, we can add diosmin to these patients. And like one of my patients was, she was having bleeding. So I looked into her eyes and said, "Are you having heavy menstrual bleeding?" And this patient, like she was so impressed that this doctor can look AUB by looking through the eyes. So they can really be very helpful. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. J.V. Sharma. Thank you. And now,